Good morning, crafters. I just wanted to show you my present from Mick. One of those glass balls, and it's got all of the measurements on it. It's got matting and layering guide, upwards, squares, A5, all A6, all measurements. Isn't he a sweetheart? The fact that he don't know he bought it for me is going to be a bit of a shock. But isn't he lovely? Eh? Isn't he? What a sweetheart that boy is. And it cleans off when I remember to clean it off. Right. This is my new little workstation here. I thought I'd just show you. I was working off of a pasting table. Very, very, very flimsy pasting table. And because obviously I've got the tree, the butterfly tree. Hang on, can I show you the butterfly tree? See the butterfly tree? Because I've got the butterfly tree. Oh, is that going to go back now? Hope so. Because I've got the butterfly tree on there and the lovely bits and pieces that you've gifted and I've purchased off you all around me to give me inspiration. The little table was, it was buckling at the knees, love it. And then we remembered under tons of rubbish and boxes and all sorts that we've got in our little lean-to, was this old IKEA table we bought when we were, oh goodness gracious me, got to be 20 years ago, with two drop-down leaves, and it's absolutely solid, and it's got drawers in the middle, which is rather handy, but it's absolutely solid, and that is gonna be fabulous. So now I've got some room to spread out the stuff. Okay, I've come on this morning to show you. You remember I did those. Do you remember I did those bookmarks, and I made them into those little screens, miniature screens. Then I've sent for some different letters. They were really pretty. I'm really into this. MDF? No, not MDF. Oh, I can never remember what it's called. Not chipboard. What is it? Well, they're wood. And they smell divine. Absolute divine. Little tiny tags. I've sent for some of those. And then it was like a giant pack on eBay. You know what they're like. These things pop up here and there. And then when you go back to buy them, you can't get them. Mary sent me a couple of big round ones of these when I was doing my trees last year, and that's what sort of got me going on this wooden stuff. I thought, oh, it's so versatile, and I wasn't sure how to make a closure in something, but you actually can get through this with that crocodile clamp thing. Yeah, so that's going to be a little mini something. Now, the reason I'm showing you today, I've got this board. I've got this board. Same board that you've just seen me clicking back here. The same items. I was just about to give it a coat of the, you know, the gesso-y, whatever you call it. Oh dear, if only I could remember all these names. I should have myself a little script here, shouldn't I? You know, the acrylic paint that we paint everything in. I was just about to give it a coat, and I got a waft of it. Oh, I say, it smells absolutely wonderful. It's really woody, earthy smell to it. So I stopped and I thought, no, I'm just going to stain it. So I've stained all the way around the outside, and then I've give it one of those rubs around the outside. I've done two different ones. They're both going to wonderful crafters that I enjoy and love to watch, as a thank you for the wonderful happy mails and gifts that have been coming through the door. So this one is garden, obviously Stampiria. You know I'm addicted to this Stampiria. If I can turn it, you can see I've put glossy accents on a couple of little bits and pieces here to raise it up, just to highlight it. Added some flowers on top of the flowers that are already in the wheelbarrow. The spine is a piece of twig that our lovely Ben found. If the person who receives this doesn't want this twig on the end, literally snip either end that I've tied it on with, and that will suffice. That will take that off. Bit of hessian, not keen on the smell of that, but bit of hessian. I've pinched Edwina Kinch's idea of the little hangers on the end, little watering can and a little bird box. So what I've done, it's like, I don't know if it classes as a journal, because it's this hard cover, and then I have just put the papers inside. I've not put anything on. I think there's one paper. Look, there's one paper that's got a tag on it. The rest are just loose for journaling in the middle. So I concentrated on having, you know, what you see on all the wooden pages. Done a little booklet there that opens up, slides in, decoupaged the bird on its twig, added a couple of flowers, decoupaged the ivy going up the side to finish that. I wish the light was the other way, and then I'm sure you would see this better. I'm trying to do it on this video so that it's a clearer picture. Put the hessian down the spine. Let's flip that lot over. Something different I had a go at, this magnets that I was telling you about. They absolutely crack me up, these magnets. I can't get them right. I think magnets have to have north and south or something like that. Oh, I have made myself giggle. I sometimes I'm so clueless, it scares me. But I've finally worked it out. So all the little tags that you would pop into the earth, you know, to see what we're growing, that they had in this Stampiria pack, I've magneted them. Oh, let's take them off so you can see. There's the picture underneath. Even the butterfly, she's got a magnet in her. Decoupaged certain areas, the flowers, the pots, the butterflies, just to pop them off the page. Can you see if I lay it flat there? You can just see that. Yeah, so there we go. And then the second page, whoop, I just folded back one of those there. Again, whoop, oh, you'll see that later. Little bit of music paper over there, raised certain items. Again, the magnet in there just to hold. Again, there's loads of paper to journal on, and I've just popped some tags out of the Stampiria kit in the back there. Last page, raised the flowers. Again, give them a little tiny, I don't think it's catching it, glossy accents just to lift them off the page. And the back page is a lift up with the magnet that I finally sorted out which way round, decoupaged and lifted, and then the last magnet to hold it shut. Thoroughly enjoyed these. These are fun. My brain was absolutely buzzing when I was putting this together. I just kept thinking of the possibilities of this wood. The next one I'm going to do it upright. Oh yeah. I've even got an idea to do it like you remember how I put the 3 little bookmarks together to make a frame. I've got an idea for a frame. What do they call it? Screen. A screen version of a journal. Oh yeah, absolutely buzzing my head at the moment. I'm having trouble sleeping. I've got so many ideas, and then I've had a go at an Oriental one. You know I've been dying to do an Oriental one. Well, this was my practice, so this will go off to the other crafter that has been wonderful and sent some lovely stuff. So yeah, there you go. There's the little tassel. Constantine did a little fan. Josephine Nairn had put in fans in her Happy Mail along that she'd sent with the butterflies, and I was struggling how to make this fan. Oh my goodness gracious me, I was doing everything. And then I remembered her fan butterflies, took them out, and then it all become simple how to do it. Glued Fabri-Tac this on here, gave the dragonfly some thread fibre wings, if you can just see that, and then one of the tags I'd got, raised a little sign, come butterfly, it's late, we're miles to go together. So, and I've layered a couple on the front page, cut round it, and if I could just show you how the wood was in these, and you press them out. I was going to draw around this, you know, piece of wood, and then I thought, oh no, because then I've got to muck about coming in. So I drew round this with quite a thick wide pen, so that it automatically brought it in a fraction of an inch all the way round. Not perfect, because I'm not great at that decoupaging, but it brought it in, and then that way I've got the layers I was after. So I haven't got a clue how to fasten this, and I may well just leave it, because I just feel that I've come too close and anything I put on there won't work. So there we are. Inside, down the centre of each page, I've put some Oriental fabric. There's a couple of little tags there. Again, I've done the same. Papers in the centre to journal on. I've staggered them so they're all different sizes. Oriental material down there with bamboo and all sorts on it, which I'm hoping is not going to... I've made some little tags, different little tags. I've stuck some little just the tops of glassine bags in the top of these pocket, and then that way made all different shape tags to pop in there. I love this page, very, very pleased with this page. Once I'd copied Josephine Nair's idea of how to fold the paper to get the fan effect on her butterfly. I was away then. Popped in a few little Oriental beads here and there, and I've carried this red cord, just a pop of this red cord on each page all the way through, just as a theme all the way through it. And there's the fans. Then another wad of journaling papers, all different heights. Little booklet there, and I'm using Bella Boo Creations tea-dyed papers this time in this one. Cool, don't you go through the papers, ladies? So I really have got to get my act together on making those. Ever so sorry for the crafter that receives this. Whatever the glue I used, and obviously what I was sewing the signatures in with, has reacted on the silk. I'm not sure what to put on there for the better or the worse, so I'm sorry about that little mark there. So yeah, there was the pocket I made with some more fabric. Just give this a little rub with the gold. I've gone all round the outside with the rub, gold rub, all the way round the outside. And then there's the back page, very plain, but I don't think the back of this one needed it. I absolutely loved making these. Oh my goodness, I'm on a trip. Each thing that comes to me, it's stopping me. It went, come on, enough. You're you're not, you know, you're going to be too tired in the morning. It's stopping yourself once you get going, isn't it? Yeah, they're really fun. So like I say, the next idea, I'm going to do one up that way, and then I'm going to do a screen effect on one with the papers hanging from the top. I think is my next idea. I don't know whether that's too heavy for that. You know, I mean thick, because it's quite what's the word? Not feminine. Oh, I don't know what the word is, but I did wonder whether this tassel was too heavy for it. But it worked when I laid it down. It worked. So there you go. There you go. They're my two recent makes for the crafters that they're going out to. If they're not your cup of tea, then gift them on, or, you know, whatever. Okay, crafters, have a lovely crafting day. I've got a bit of a day today, so there's not going to be much crafting today going on. But hey ho,